What up, everybody? This is your Cosmic Homegirl, and I'm doing a weekly forecast for the week of October 20th through October 27th of 2019. And this is going to be the energetic weather for all of us as a collective, for all signs, not doing it by sign individually, but this is for all of us. First of all, I wanted to say thank you and give shout outs to those who have so graciously donated to my channel. Thank you guys so much. I cannot thank you enough. I will be thanking you individually, of course, at least sending a little note or something or whatever's. But I appreciate it. You guys are lifesavers. You're really helping me to be able to just get more back into what I really love, which of course one of them is definitely astrology. That's like my main thing. So thank you guys for your support. And if anybody else, I don't like asking for stuff, but I mean, people have asked me, how can I donate to your channel or whatever? I'll leave my PayPal link below if you guys, would like to contribute. I will also be doing November horoscopes by sign that you guys can purchase for very, very cheap. And I will have those coming to you guys within the next week or so. So stay tuned for those. And also I'll be doing like an overview of the month of November also. I'm hoping that it's going to be a better month, but Mercury will be in retrograde, so we will see. But anyway, what's going on this week, October 20th through the 27th of 2019. And I am recording this in a public place once again. So if you hear a bunch of racket in the background, my apologies. I hope the the messages still get through to everybody as far as like what I'm here to talk about. Okay. So what do we have going on? Well, pretty much, the moon in Cancer. But then, I'm actually recording this on the 21st. So let's skip to that day. We do have, let's see. So on the 21st, the moon shifts into Leo early in the day, and the moon will be in Leo for a couple days. It'll be there until the 23rd. Moon and Leo days are days when people may be a little more sassy, a little more bossy, a little more demanding, a little more like, I deserve this, I don't deserve that, and just kind of more into themselves and, all that Leo jazz. But it is also days where people are more playful, more childlike, more, wanting to do fun activities and strut their stuff and like be really into your hairdo, you know what I mean? Really into that wig of yours on those days that the moon is in Leo. It's a very playful, romantic, raw energy. So we'll all feel it to some degree. The moon is squaring Uranus, so that can cause some anxieties about certain things, anxieties and worries, and like a little bit of a nervous energy throughout the day, pretty much the whole day. But a really dope aspect we have going on the whole day of the 21st is Venus in a trine aspect to Neptune. And this is going to be carrying out through the rest of the week as well, because Venus moves, I don't want to say she moves slow, but she doesn't move super fast like Mercury does. So, she will be making this aspect to Neptune. It's exact on the 21st, but throughout the rest of the week, it'll still kind of linger, Venus is creativity. It's love, beauty, and all that good stuff. It's what we find aesthetically pleasing in this world, actually pleasing in general, just as human beings, like things that look good, taste good, smell good, all that is all Venusian. So yeah, making an aspect to Neptune, which is all about dreams and fantasy and manifesting things that normally people would see as unattainable and, oh, that's a pipe dream, that's a fantasy you're chasing after. But Venus and Neptune together, when they are in harmony with each other, they really do equal manifesting your dreams, so it's like putting your dreams out there. Neptune is a planet that does rule a connection to the divine or to spirit or to God or to the universe, whatever higher power above you that you believe in is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is the keeper, like the gatekeeper of the spirit world and spirit realm. So the veil between it and our physical world is very thin when there are any activations of Neptune, whether negative or positive. This is a positive one. So Venus is love and creativity. So just put it out there into the universe, like what you would like to create, how creative you would like to be. If you have any dreams or visions, like if you're creative, you have a project you want to do and it seems like impossible. Venus trine Neptune is a time where you can really get the ideas that just seem to be like beamed down like from out of nowhere, to help you to make them reality, because Venus is about being grounded in reality, when she's by herself. But then combined with the planet of like dreams and spirituality, it's both. You can combine both in order to make stuff happen. You know what I mean? So Venus trine Neptune. This week is really good for creativity, spirituality, enjoying more Neptunian activities, which can include escapism, which can mean like indulging in, stuff that kind of makes your mind go outside of the norm. I'm trying to keep it, PG here, but you guys know what I mean. Neptune, okay, just keeping it 100, like I do a lot here. Neptune does rule like drugs and alcohol, any substances that alter your mind state. So Venus is enjoyment. So people may be enjoying like a little drinkity drink, a little bit more, a little smokety smoke, whatever. No judgment here. So yeah, just kind of escapism. You're enjoying it a little more, or music, or being near water, bodies of water. It doesn't matter if it's the ocean, which Neptune generally rules, but it could be like a lake, like a really cool lake somewhere locally, or even like the bathtub. I've been dreaming, like I got this bath bomb and it smells like roses, and there's some rose scented things that smell like cheap and generic and just like, I don't know, can't stand it. It's like a little too much, but there's some rose scented things that I feel like are just right. And I got this rose scented bath bomb. I'm like, yo, I cannot wait to take like a dope mermaid bath with this bath bomb, stuff like that. Because Venus is like the material world, like physical material things that we like, that appeal to our five senses. And then Neptune does rule water, so taking like a really dope like bath, luxurious bath, or even a shower with like shower bombs, like ones that are scented with essential oils or something, like to enhance your shower experience or whatever. Stuff like that, just enjoyment of spirituality, water, music, creativity. Those are what Neptune rules. Okay. This is very romantic energy, Venus trine Neptune. So if you do have a boo or two or three or whatever, you may want to enjoy a little bit more escapism and fantasy driven activities with them. Can get people more in the mood to like dedicate songs and poetry and stuff like that to their people of interest. And you know what I noticed? Like, there's a guy that I follow on Instagram, and he posted in his stories like some drawings, and he said, I don't know why, but just out of nowhere I started drawing again. I haven't drawn in like such a long time. Well, drawing and art and being inspired to create is definitely Neptune combined with Venus. Both of these planets do rule art to some degree, like the arts and stuff, creative things that we find visually, or any of our five senses like are stimulated in a positive way by creativity. Yeah, that's what this equation comes out to as well. So yeah, like some people are like, I just started drawing, I just started painting out of nowhere. I just felt like reviving this old creative skill or hobby or something or whatever that I have. That's what this aspect can do too. And I mean, technically Mercury is still making a trine aspect to Neptune as well. I think once it gets up to like I don't know, like once it gets out of the sign of Scorpio, which actually it won't until next month, but no, once it gets like in the higher 20s degrees of Scorpio, it won't really be like a strong aspect to Neptune anymore. But anyway, moving along, so yeah, that's the 21st, and then the 22nd, it's pretty much still the same aspects, except we do have the sun in the 29th degree of Libra, the whole day of October 22nd. We have the moon in Leo, so still like hair flips and I deserve and stomping a high heel, hand on the hip, demanding the best. Okay. It's kind of like our attitudes. But the sun at the 29th degree of Libra, whenever the sun is at the very last degree of a sign, people can feel a little bit on edge. It doesn't matter what sign it is. People can feel a little edgy, or like they need to end something. I don't know, because it's the last degree, so it kind of makes people feel a little bit more like maybe they're under pressure or something. So a lot of us will be feeling that energy the whole day, the 22nd, while it's at that degree, until the sun shifts into Scorpio, which is actually the following day. So on the 23rd, this is the sun in Scorpio. Scorpio season is officially really truly in effect now. Although, you know, people, they follow the sun only, like if they only know the surface level of astrology, they think when the sun hits Scorpio, then Scorpio season. But really, we here, you know how we do over here. We know that Scorpio season's already been in effect to the fullest, you know, with 2 planets hanging out in Scorpio. Yeah. It's already been here, the Scorpio energy. So the sun just kind of adds to it, you know. So sun in Scorpio from October 23rd until November 22nd. And right away, the sun, it does make an opposition to Uranus in Taurus. Because Taurus and Scorpio, you know, they're opposite signs. And then we look at the degrees. 0 degrees and 4 degrees, that's not too far apart. So they're almost at direct opposition right away. So Uranus, it brings on the weird, the unexpected, the surprises, the out of the ordinary, outside the box, sudden, you know, stuff like that. The sun opposing Uranus, what this can bring is maybe Uranus does rule like technology, some forms of technology. So maybe people can have like technological issues, especially because Mercury is in shadow period. It goes retrograde on the 31st of October, but before that, it's still in shadow. So, you know, people are still having some mishaps with communication and electronic devices and gadgets and stuff like that. Vehicles, all of that is popping right now. Okay. And then the sun opposing and activating Uranus, which rules like the electricity and the power that it takes to power up these devices we use on a daily basis, that we operate using Mercury. It can cause some mishaps. I'm not gonna lie, you know. And also the sun is like, this is me, this is who I am. It's our ego, it's our conscious expression of ourselves. And then opposing Uranus, doesn't matter what your sign is, but especially if you are of Taurus or Scorpio energy or any of the fixed signs, you will feel this energy from Uranus that makes you feel like you gotta change something. You gotta, like, I don't know, change your look, or you just want to do, I don't know, you just want to do something different. Yeah, like with your looks or whatever, like express yourself in a unique way. You don't want to go the same way as everybody else. What everybody else is doing, you're gonna be like, well, screw you guys, I'm going the other way, I'm doing me. You'll question why everybody is flocking to go a certain way. You'll stand back from the crowd and be like, but what's really going on though? Like, why are they going that way? Why should I go that way? Just because they are? No, I'm gonna, you know, scope it out for myself and see if it really truly resonates with me to go that direction. It's very like Uranus rules the sign of Aquarius, so it's very like, you know, Aquarian-esque energy that we'll all be like experiencing to some degree. Like the first week that the sun is in Scorpio, it's especially strong. So questioning things a lot, you know, why should I or why shouldn't I, instead of just following and jumping and doing. That's kind of some of the energy that'll come about. And yes, dressing a little more funky and weird, and, you know, like you're just being your individual self, no matter who, no matter what. Some people may be motivated to get more tattoos or piercings all of a sudden that are just like unique, you know. So anyway, yeah, the sun in Scorpio opposing Uranus right away. And we have the moon in Virgo starting on the 23rd. Moon in Virgo days, from the 23rd to the 25th, the moon is there. And moon in Virgo days are good days for cleaning, good days for organizing, good days for just getting your life, okay? Get your life together. get your planners out, your schedules, and like handle it with getting it together. Moon and Virgo days are, good for just kind of any managerial skills or duties that you have to do. People are like mad. I'm not gonna lie, people are mad picky, and people are like super critical when the moon is in Virgo and pointing out all your flaws. When I've done live streams before, I hated doing live streams the day that the moon was in Virgo. I hated it because, hey, look, being on a public platform like YouTube, Instagram, anything where there's a lot of people watching you and looking at you, like, you're gonna be subject to a lot of criticism. It doesn't matter what or who you are. But I just, oh my God, people just get on my nerves. Like, why did you say this word instead of that one? Why do you wear that much makeup? Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God. Like, always on Moon and Virgo days. And then it would be like, sometimes it would be like the same lady. If I did a live stream and the moon was in Virgo, and I'm sure this lady was a Virgo, because she would always complain about my makeup every month. And finally, one month I said something like, look, lady, if you don't like my makeup, you don't have to watch. I'm not going to change the way I do my makeup for you, okay? She shut up after that. Even when the moon was in Virgo every month following, she didn't have nothing to say. So, just try not to be too hard on yourselves and each other during the days the moon is in Virgo. Not everybody's perfect. Not everybody's going to do everything your way or how you think it's supposed to be done. Not every problem or issue has a one size fits all solution. Okay. And I have my own personal transits like set on my calendar to pop up on my phone and my computer to let me know like this transit's popping off, that one or whatever. So I'm having my Venus opposition right now. It's very interesting. Excuse me. It's very interesting. But anyway, so moon in Virgo. Okay, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Don't be overly critical of yourself or other people. Don't be picking out at other people's flaws or at your own flaws. Like, just clean your house, mind your business. Don't be nosy. Okay, and you'll make it through. All right, and get your life. Okay, so on the 25th we have the moon moving into Libra, and then the same other aspects I talked about are still popping, you guys. Pretty much. Venus trine Neptune and whatnot, Sun opposing Uranus. Those are the major ones. So moon in Libra on the 25th, excuse me, and that is the energy, the mood, which the moon rules our moods as a collective. It's going to be geared and shifted towards like, can we all just get along, getting along with everyone and not wanting to choose sides, and maybe just diving into some art, some beauty, being around feminine energy, whether you are feminine or masculine. Maybe just being around feminine things, man. Just either people with feminine energy or like doing creative stuff, being around art, design. I don't know, just things like that are very Venusian and gorgeous. You'll just want to be involved a little bit more. And also Libra is partnership and relationships. So some people may feel like, oh, I wish I had a boo. I wish I had somebody to like run errands with me or just talk to me on the phone or something. People can feel like mad lonely when the moon is in Libra if they don't have somebody. This is a moon phase where people be like, well, I kind of wish I had somebody, and like be kind of envious of your friends who are booed up, and make a bigger deal about it than usual. But moon and Libra days are really good for just kind of like seeing different sides of a story or of situations more than you usually would. But on the 26th, the moon will be with Mars in Libra. Now, Mars in Libra is not like the most aggressive Mars. It could be kind of like a little too chill and laid back and and too passive, pretty much. So moon with Mars days, we have them once a month, but depending upon the sign, those could be like some angry days. Like super angry, just and impatient. But maybe there will be like a little bit of that, especially towards the afternoon and the evening, West Coast Pacific time. But depending upon your time zone, look it up. But there may be some of that, like impatience and stuff, but Libra energy is very patient within itself, when it comes to others, and just very considerate of others, and whatever you like, whatever the other person wants or likes, like that's kind of what you'll be open and willing to like compromise with. So Moon and Mars days, with it being in Libra, it's not really too pushy or aggressive, but maybe just a tad, just a little. All right, so yeah, Moon is in Libra the majority of the weekend. And then we get to the 27th, which is an interesting day because we have the Sun directly opposing Uranus at that 4th degree. It's the evening on the west coast of the U.S., but it's probably like the next day, maybe counted as the 28th if you're Eastern time in the U.S., or if you're in one of the Eastern countries in the world. Yeah, this will be counted as probably the next day. But we have, the Sun opposing Uranus directly and exactly. So that can really be a day that, I don't know, something unexpected happens, or it could be anything, like some surprises, some shocking thing, some drama. It could be anything pretty much with Uranus. Uranus is like a wild card planet, so it can just bring anything in a flash of lightning that you never expected in a million years. I'm telling you, I've got some stories for days about Mr. Uranus and what he brings. But we have a new moon. This is the phase of the new moon on that day as well. So as you can see, it's probably around this time, like in my time zone. It's when the Sun and Moon are together in the same sign at the same degree. And that's why you can't see it in the sky, because they're together, so it's dark. But what it is it sometimes it clears something out to make the grounds for newness to grow and be fertile or whatever. That's what a new moon can do. Clear things out, clear the way for new, or it can just bring something new. And the something new could be very shocking and surprising. So if you're a sign that this affects your relationship houses, this weekend you could be meeting somebody new. They could just pop up and you'll be like, yo, like I never thought I would be attracted to somebody like this, or I don't know, just something sudden and unexpected can happen. So if it does, tell your homegirl some stories, and all of us below, okay, in the comments. But yes, a new moon in Scorpio, on the Scorpio-Taurus axis, as far as like Uranus being involved too. In general, this deals with like our resources, our security in our resources, which means like pretty much in regular English, it's like your money, your material things, your water bill, gas in your car, food in the fridge. Whether or not you have borrowed money and that you owe people, or you're taking out loans, or you're using like credit, or if it's like something that you earned on your own, like through your own means, like a paycheck, you ain't got to pay nobody back because it's your money. Your money and your resources, and your energetic currency is Scorpio also, like giving your energy away to others and stuff like that. So there's something that's new that's being brought there, that's receiving like a shocking like energy from Uranus that promotes extreme change. More change than new moons normally would bring. So there could be like some kind of surprise something new for some of us out there. We'll see what happens. Okay. For me, this is happening right at the same degree as my natal Mars in Taurus. So I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Hopefully nothing too crazy, but Uranus has been doing a number on your girl and her life. So it's just like, what else are you gonna throw at me, my dude? What else? What can I expect? Should I laugh about it? Should I cry? Should I be scared? Should I be excited? Like what? You never know with Uranus. So anyway, the new moon is on the 27th. People have asked me before, what intentions should I set for the new moon? It depends on the sign and the aspects, but I guess with this one, it could be about, Scorpio could also be about intimacy. Scorpio is the 8th sign, and then the 8th house on your own personal zodiac wheel, aka your natal chart, it does deal with intimate relationships, that soul bond that you have with somebody. So there could be this could be a new moon to where people do meet like others that they have a strong soul bond with, or they feel a very intimate connection. That doesn't always mean like they get down on the get down. Okay, intimacy doesn't always have to mean that. It could mean like you actually open up to somebody. This could be an opening up of feelings, maybe that's unexpected because Uranus is involved. Because Scorpio energy can mean you're very guarded about your feelings. You're very protective because your feelings run so deep with Scorpio energy, and you don't want them to be known because you're afraid of getting hurt. Like all the water signs can be like that, but Scorpio like has that protective shell, the scorpion does, of the soft inside. And Scorpio love runs so deep, like we're ride or dies, literally. We're the sign that rules death. We will kill a over somebody that we love, our love runs so deep like that. Scorpio energy does, so that's why I say it's like a deep soul bond, like intimacy. Like you let somebody in and you let them know your deepest secrets, your desires, your fears, and everything. And you don't always let everybody know that stuff, but when you actually feel like you can open that up to somebody, that's what Scorpio, it rules all of that. So maybe there's a new beginning in general with stuff like that for some people. The sun and moon are involved, and the moon rules our emotions, so it could be that. Scorpio also rules like taxes and insurance and money that's loaned or borrowed. So maybe there's a new beginning with that in general. If you want to like manifest being more independent and not having to be codependent financially, this new moon, maybe you can set some intentions for that too. So that's all I have to say about that. Now the last thing with the 27th is this is a day that Mars and Saturn are squaring each other. So Mars is at 15 degrees Libra and Saturn is at 15 degrees of Cap, and these square each other. Look, see, this angle is a square and it is challenging. It's frustrating energy. So here's the thing, Mars in Libra wants to kick it, wants to chill. Mars in Libra is one of the more lazier Mars placements. Okay, people could get mad all they want to, but I'm keeping it real. I know a lot of people with Mars in Libra, they're like not the most go-getter people, because this is the opposite sign of the sign that Mars rules, which is Aries, where it's at home. Mars in Aries is like, I'm first to do this, I'm early, I'm up, I'm at it. Like they volunteer, they just jump at things, right? So the opposite sign is going to be the opposite way, right? It only makes sense. So Mars in Libra is not the most active go-getter, I'm gonna jump up and do this and get it done Mars. It's like, why shouldn't I? It's too busy sitting there like weighing out the options on the scale before it takes action to actually take the damn action. Okay. So, and it's ruled by Venus. Venus wants to just kick it and chill. So that's how Mars in Libra is, but it's being challenged by Saturn and Capricorn. And Saturn and Cap is all about business and about no excuses. You got to get up and just do it. And I don't understand why you can. You should be able to push through no matter what. Like that's how Saturn and Cap is. Very militant. So we can all as a collective kind of be facing something around this day, the 27th, or even in the days prior and maybe a few days after, of we're being challenged to take more action where we've been a little too chill. And it can come from an authority figure, a higher up, a boss, a parental figure, anybody that's like above you, quote unquote, that has like authority over you or some sort of rank above you or something. That's what Saturn and Cap is about. So you can receive challenges from like bosses or parents to be like, get up off your lazy ass, get this done, maybe motivate you instead of just talk stuff. In some cases, hopefully, but some of them will be talking trash, and pushing you to do things that you're just maybe have been sitting on for a minute or something. Or this could be an internal conflict within the self between like just kicking it, not doing anything, or getting up off your butt and actually putting in hard work. So you may be encouraged to work harder around this day, or like forced to if you don't do it on your own. Okay, just a fair warning. So that is it, you guys, for the forecast from October 20th through the 27th of 2019. So thanks for tuning in. I will be back next week, and I am working on November horoscopes by sign that, like I said, you guys can purchase for very, very cheap on my channel. I will leave the info and let you guys know when I have them done and posted, available for purchase and download. And also, once again, if you have donated to my platform, just know that I appreciate you tremendously. Like, for real, you guys are lifesavers that have done that. Yeah, so thank you so much. If you've donated, this applies to you. I'll try to get a personal message out, but just know this is for you from the heart, like, for real. So thank you. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I try to keep up with some horoscope stuff more frequently throughout the week, along with, maybe a thirst trap pick or whatever, sometimes here and there, maybe some goofy stuff and some music, you know what I mean? Just me being me, but I do try to keep up with some astrological transits on my Instagram. So follow me on there at Cosmic Homegirl if you want to be involved in all that mess. So take care, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, peace.